Another Sunday and another blowout loss for the New York Giants at MetLife Stadium, this time at the hands of Lamar Jackson, who threw 5 touchdowns against you and was rained and showered with MVP chants. I get it. We're tanking. Giants aren't really tanking. They're just really bad. We want them to tank. We want to believe that they are tanking. But I think when you lose by 21 at home, and you have another team's fans take over your building and they start chanting MVP, on top of the fact that you have banner number 2 in 2 weeks flown over your stadium saying, Mr. Mara, enough. We will not stop until everyone is fired. You need to fire everyone. Brian Daboll does not deserve to be the coach of the New York Football Giants. Joe Schoen does not deserve to be the general manager of the New York Football Giants. They haven't done a good enough job to keep their jobs. And if the only reason you think that they should keep their jobs is for continuity, what are we keeping outside of a dog shit organization? Because that's what the New York Giants are. And I don't want to roll that in to 2025. If you want the Giants to get the number 1 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, hit that thumbs up icon as we record this video immediately after the thumping that the Ravens put on the Giants. They do own the number 1 overall pick, but we're going to have to see what the Raiders do later today against the Atlanta Falcons. If the Raiders win that game, Giants have sole ownership of pick number 1. If the Raiders lose that game, the Giants will fall back to the number 2 pick in the NFL Draft. We'll continue to keep you up to date on that. Today was a football game that looked like a junior varsity team playing a varsity team. The New York Giants are a joke. And Tim Boyle had to play in the second half because Tommy DeVito ended up leaving the game due to a concussion. I want to make sure that I'm looking at this correctly. How many times did the Giants turn the ball over today? 1 time. And it came in the fourth quarter with Tim Boyle. Think about it like this. The Giants won the turnover battle, essentially. That pick at the end for Tim Boyle didn't matter. You won the turnover battle, and you had 44 yards in penalties compared to 112 yards. So the Ravens had more penalties and penalty yardage than you. They had more turnovers than you, and you lost the football game by 21 points. That has to be a record of teams that have lost the turnover battle and then lost the penalty battle by 100 yards, and you lose the football game by 21 points. That is a joke. Brian Daboll should be fired tomorrow. They should wake up jobless. They should be on Indeed. They should be applying for new jobs because their services are no longer wanted at 1925 Giants Drive. Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back. Brian Daboll and Joseph Schoen, we'll see you. You ran this franchise into the dirt because you're a clown, and now we are a clown show. Most embarrassing part of it all, Tim Boyle looked like the best quarterback you've employed this year. And Daniel Jones made the second most money of any NFL player this year in the NFL. You paid Drew Lock $5 million, and you thought Tommy Cutlets was going to bring a spark to the New York Giants. You can't evaluate talent, you can't coach talent, and you put no belief of the people that put their butts in seats. Everyone that is employed by the New York Giants must be fired. They are a joke. Tommy DeVito's a joke. Brian Daboll's a joke. Joe Schoen is a joke. And everyone that gets a check from this organization right now is a joke. 236 yards of total offense. Thought you had an offensive guru. I don't care how many people are injured. 1 time can you just scheme someone wide open. 1 time can it be a walk-in touchdown. We've never had a play this year where a DB fell down and we got an easy touchdown. Just a joke. From top to bottom. From John Mara to Steve Tisch to Joseph Schoen to Brian Daboll to Shane Bowen to Daniel Jones to Drew Lock to Tommy DeVito and now fucking Tim Boyle. This guy was in the streets 3 weeks ago. And now he's playing quarterback for you. And the thing is, he looked like the best quarterback you've employed all season long. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Tyrone Tracy, 10 carries, 31 yards. Nothing. Best player in the game today was Malik Nabers. That's the only thing I can hang my hat on and be excited about. He had 10 catches for 82 yards, got back in the end zone first time since September. His 4th receiving touchdown of the year was good to see. What's most impressive to me was that they couldn't guard him. He drew 2 pass interferences and I believe 2 holdings. So he really contributed over 150 yards and a touchdown. If you didn't have him, I don't think anyone would watch. And no one does watch because no one buys tickets. And there was a lot of purple in the seats at MetLife Stadium today. But it was good to see your first round pick, have some success and be a force out there. And he was. Can't wait till Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward is throwing him the football next year with a new head coach, a new GM, a new offensive coordinator. Because none of those guys deserve to keep their jobs. We'll talk more about this game coming up in a second. But first, make sure you are hooked up with our proud sponsor, Game Time. Download the app. Use the promo code ChatSports, and you'll get $20 off your first purchase where terms do apply. Game Time is the best ticketing app in the game, and it's the app that specializes in giving you the best seats for the lowest price guaranteed. They also specialize in last-minute tickets. Prices of tickets drop for events as they get closer. It's very easy to use the app as well, extremely user-friendly. Get to views from the seats inside the app, last-minute tickets and flash deals, and lowest price guaranteed. Use that all-in pricing feature as well as the Game Time Picks feature to guarantee that you get the best seats for the lowest price guaranteed. So download the app, create an account, and use the promo code ChatSports. That's ChatSports. All that information is clickable in the comments and the description of today's show. I understand the Giants have a very depleted roster. I understand they're the most injured team in the league. And I understand they have over $100 million in dead cap money. But at the end of the day, the coaching staff stinks. Like Brian Daboll, hell of a hire again by Shane Bowen. Hell of a hire as your D coordinator. You struck out and missed on Wink Martindale. You struck out and missed on Shane Bowen. So you're telling me we're going to keep Brian Daboll and we're going to allow him to hire a third offensive coordinator? What defensive coordinator, is coming to coach for the Giants when they know Brian Daboll is the head coach and he's a season away from being fired? No defensive coordinator is that dumb. Not happening. 445 yards. Lamar Jackson lit you the hell up. He's back in the MVP race because of you. You're a joke. You're a joke of a product. You're a joke of a football team. And I'm embarrassed to say I'm a fan of the New York Giants. Again. You're the butt of every joke. You've got planes flying over the stadium saying sell the team, fire everybody. This is the first time all year I legitimately think that we should wake up tomorrow morning with news that the coach has been fired. He hasn't earned the job. He hasn't earned the opportunity to coach this team. The last time he was in the playoffs, he was still wearing masks. That was a long freaking time ago. There are people spending their hard-earned money to disrespect your franchise, John Mara. Wake up, smell the coffee, and fix it. I get it. But, Marshall, you want to tank. Yeah, I want to tank. I want to lose games. You know why? Because the piece of shit product I had to watch for the 10 weeks before I wanted to quit and before I wanted to tank. And just because I want them to lose doesn't mean I have to excuse a BS coaching job. And that's what this is. A BS coaching job and a BS product led by a BS general manager and Joe Schoen. Cute scarf today on TV, Joe. Hope it kept your neck cold. Your seat's going to be burning up because your seat's hot and you're going to get your ass fired. It's a joke. This whole product is a joke. It's a clown show. Embarrassing. Make sure you are following me on social media. We can talk about it more over there. 3 more games. I'll end with this question. Is this the worst Giants team of your lifetime? If not, let me know what year it was. We'll see y'all later.